Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I wanted to go through kind of the underrated basic common houseplants that I really enjoy and I think they don't get enough credit. I find a lot of people tend to talk about monstera deliciosa, heartleaf philodendrons, marble queen pothos, those types of common plants for their favorite, but I wanted to just highlight some kind of not as popular ones that I think are really underrated but are super cool if you want to add those to your collection. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So first off, I want to highlight this wonderful plant. It's kind of like a succulent, but I would still highlight this as a house plant because it's fairly large if you let it kind of grow to like a really mature plant, and it is the variegated jade plant. So this one is kind of like a one step up from your normal jade plant, and it's pretty common. I find it in lots of local nurseries. They usually come in slightly smaller plants because they are a little bit more slower growing compared to the regular jade plant, and that's because it has variegation. So it has like this cream color, white color variegation, and each leaf can kind of be a little bit different, so I find that a little bit more unique. If you were to kind of prune your jade plant, you could eventually grow it to like a tree type bonsai. But if you just let it kind of stay really bushy, you could do that as well. I really like this one. It doesn't ask for much. It kind of likes more brighter light and maybe less watering because it does have succulent kind of properties. But yeah, I really enjoy this one, and it's definitely one of the plants on my kind of underrated basic common house plants that I think one should get and have in their collection. So plant number 2 is another plant that I used to be super obsessed with, but I originally kind of didn't really like this. So it's called a begonia maculata. So it's the Polka Dot Begonia. So this is an angel wing begonia, which means it has kind of like a longer leaf shape, and I find it really beautiful because of the super red backs, and the front has like this unique polka dot pattern, which it's really hard to find this type of foliage in your houseplants. So it's very unique and very underrated. It's definitely more common nowadays because I think it's been mass produced by Costa Farms. I've seen it in big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, even Walmart, and they come in this like white ceramic pot, the ones from Costa Farms, and that's the one I bought. I paid about like $20 something, including the plant in a 6-inch pot along with an outer ceramic pot, which I think is a really good deal. This one can actually tolerate room humidity pretty well because I know a lot of begonias are very finicky and people are a little bit scared to add begonias to their collection. This is my one and only begonia, and I'm probably not going to get too many because I don't really want to give it really high humidity. I just want to have it kind of just on my shelf and decorate my rooms with. So I really enjoy how easy and underrated this begonia is. So yeah, definitely get one of these if you're kind of trying to get yourself into the realm of begonias but you're not really sure which one to start with. I would definitely say the maculata is a really good one. Plant number 3 is another kind of very underrated plant because not a lot of people like this like group of plants, and it's the Tradescantia plant. So this one is the Tradescantia Zebrina. So it has kind of these like purpley pink backing to the leaves, and the front is very sparkly and just like stripy and very stunning. So very unique plant as well. I definitely think it's underrated because it's so much easier compared to the Tradescantia Nanook. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that one tends to brown and grow really weird, like leggy and just not cute once you bring it home from the nursery. So this one is definitely kind of more of an easy beginner plant, and I think a lot of nurseries tend to sell these as annuals when, you know, it's in season, so in like the spring and summer. But if you didn't know, you can actually bring this into your home and keep it as an indoor plant, and you can have it all year long. So this one tends to flower really easily as well. My flowers are pretty much spent right now. It's very easy for them to bloom. They come with these like tiny little purple flowers, which are really cute. They kind of grow at the end of the leaves and just kind of shoot right up. So it's very beautiful and super easy. So I definitely think people need to add this to their collection. Mine grew from a little like 4-inch pot, and now it's grown to this gigantic like 8-inch pot and I don't even know how because I've only had it for one growing season. Okay, so next up I want to talk about one of my favorites, and it's the aglaonema. So I tend to always talk about the Aglonima Silver Bay because that is my absolute favorite. It's my baby. I've had it for so long. It's one of my first plants and it's still thriving in my care. But this one is the Aglonima Chocolate, which is also very, very nice. The only difference with this one is it has kind of more like a stripy foliage and the backs are like a reddish purpley pink color. It's kind of hard to describe because depending on the lighting it kind of changes color, but it's also a very easy plant. This one is not as common as a silver bay because you can literally find silver bays everywhere, but my local nursery had this Aglonima Chocolate. All the aglaonemas are actually very, very stunning, and they all have very kind of beautiful and unique and cute foliage, very large foliage too. It's also a very easy care, beginner friendly plant, so if you want to add an aglaonema to your collection and you're able to find this Aglonima Chocolate, I would highly recommend it because so easy. Honestly, everyone needs an Aglonema in their collection, kind of like how everyone needs a monstera, deliciosa. Last but not least, I want to talk about a Hoya. So I know kind of Hoya carnosas are very common basic houseplants that a lot of people tend to get for their first like Hoya houseplant, but if you guys didn't know, a pubicalyx is also very stunning, very easy, and if you give it enough light and the genetics of the plants kind of allow for that splashiness to come out, you can get a really splashy pubicalyx, and those are honestly the best. Mine obviously lives in a more lower light situation, so it's close to a north facing window, and that's why it's kind of more like a speckled effect. So there's a little bit of splashiness, but it's not so splashy that you kind of wonder if it's like just purely silver. But I still really enjoy this plant, very easy, and I like kind of the leaf shape and how it's a little bit longer. I originally bought this plant as just a few leaves and it's kind of started to overtake this trellis and become really beautiful. So it's very fast growing, so if you like that, definitely should add this to your collection. I think it's underrated, but you know, not a lot of people like pubicalyx, but I think I could prove them wrong because they're pretty stinking cute. So that pretty much concludes all the plants I wanted to talk about today for my top 5 underrated common houseplants, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below which plant you think is very underrated, and everyone should buy one because they're super cute and I would love to know. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.